Well, we are here at the Phoenix High School track for our last, I think, 7th and final
I think
loop
we started
with
the year here and ended the year here. So, and it's a beautiful morning that we have to do the final loop with the Supt.
It's a perfect day for a walk, actually.
Yeah.
And we are doing this. I always I forget to mention this, but now I want to, since I just remembered it, we are doing this on Wednesday, June 11th.
Yep.
And I'm hoping to get it out on Friday. I think that's what the plan is. Okay. So we were right here a few days ago on Saturday for graduation. And pretty cool moment. Obviously, it's like one of the biggest days of the year, but a little scary
it was exciting,
too.
Yeah, there was well, it's an exciting day just in general, obviously for our district and our kids and our families. And it's such a beautiful venue. You know, we started having it here. We had it at Lithia Park forever just because that's the venue that really could hold us. And then when we built this new facility, we had our kids and our families desire to graduate in their own backyard. And so it was a beautiful event. We did have a grass fire scare that was just adjacent to our property over here. And
you can see the smoke plume coming up.
For 15 or 20 minutes, just not knowing kind of what the plans were or what we should do, and we started doing some preliminary planning on how we'd evacuate. But actually, in that sense, the track and the field was the safest place to be anyway. So we could just move people out of the stands. And if it came to that, that's what we would have done. But just again, I want to thank the first responders. They were all over it. We were in constant communication. Police chief, deputy fire chief, connecting with Sergeant Hull, who was walking students again for the how many year in a row.
Always somebody.
And he was keeping us updated. So we just made a few announcements. Really want to thank the crowd, the people. I think everybody handled it really well. There was no panic. We knew we wanted to honor our graduates to walk across the stage if at all possible. But knowing that safety was number one. And we were confident after some initial assessment that they had a pretty good fire line on it. And in this case, not so much the Alameda fire case, but the wind did help us. It pushed it west a little bit, which I know was scary to west of our neighbors, but our fire department and our first responders were all over it. And so really just appreciate the communication, the collaboration, and just the work that they do, just getting on it so quick. 25 acres in a short amount of time is pretty scary.
Everybody was right there.
It could have been a lot worse, and it ended okay for us that day.
Thank goodness we did not have the wind that we had a couple days ago when it was really gusty out here.
And it started to kick up. So with that said, you know, an afternoon graduation is always touch and go with weather, fire, that sort of thing. I can't promise this, but I can say that there's a very good likelihood we'll have it in the morning next year. So
okay, so that'd be a welcome change for a lot of people.
Heat
I think.
and weather and fire day.
That was the other thing. It was a hot one. That was a hot day.
It was. So
we had some people in the theater actually watching, which was a great option. All right. So moving on, I want to talk about special person who's been a part of PTS for a long time. Board member Sarah Crawford, and she had her last day on the board last week.
Her last board meeting was last week. She'll still serve through June 30th, and but she has been. I mean, she is a reason why this is facilities here, why this community has, and students and staff and families have amazing facilities to come to. She was on the initial bond planning,
2016,
and the supporting the bond planning and what all went into that. That took years leading up to 2017, and then our community passed that, and that was a big part of it. And she's been really, truly what it means to be a board member. She's really grounded in policy. She was part of a whole policy rewrite of everything, every policy we have in our district. She's a fierce advocate at the state level and national level for our kids and our families.
And she goes to everything.
And she's a staple at every event. So I don't think she's going to be going too far. I think she'll still be around our district and maybe a specific school, but we'll share that later on. But yeah, just so grateful, just personally as a leader of this district and superintendent, just really value her friendship and just her professionalism, and being one of 7 bosses I have. It is, I'm gonna miss her.
What a great send off, that board meeting. They read the resolution to her, and of course she got emotional. It was I haven't even known her that long, and I was almost choked up because they're reading it line by line. Every board member read it.
Yeah.
And you can actually get the board video on our YouTube channel. But yeah, that was just great, and everybody obviously just loves her for all the reasons you said.
Sorry to see her go. She has some other things kind of in the hopper, but she is definitely not leaving as far as supporting our school, our community, our district. So yeah, she's a model of what you want a school board member to be.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on, the next thing we wanted to go over were maybe some highlights from this school year, and there were a lot, and it was just, man, it just went fast. I don't remember.
I think the one thing that comes to mind is, I mean, I guess that is a highlight in itself, is it went by really fast. I mean, it just goes to show you to just really
just a blur.
A blur, and just to make the most of every moment. I mean, it's all of a sudden it's over, and you know, our students are graduating, or some students are transitioning to another school. It just happens so quick. I'm just so proud of our staff, our kids, our families, our partnerships. We were completing our first year with our Mercy Flights partnership and the emergency services program.
They landed their helicopter right over there, actually.
Yeah, and it was just, it's amongst all the challenges, sometimes chaos. When you reflect, and I was out giving just talks, and we honor our staff that have been here in 5-year increments, pair pins, whether they've been here 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. We gave a number of 30-year pair pins yesterday. And just hearing them reflect themselves on the year, it just reminds you of kind of why you're doing this, and how special this profession is, even though it's exhausting at times. But it's also so rewarding. It
is amazing. You mentioned the parapins, how many staff members we've had work here for a long time. I mean, you included, but a lot. Do you give yourself a parapin? How does that work?
Well, I did earn my 20th one now, 20 year last year, so this is my 21st year.
Okay.
It was interesting, at the middle school had a number of 10 years, quite a few 20 years, and they had a 30-year parapin too yesterday. So it's just good to see, you know, recognize people that have been in the district for a long time, seen a lot of changes, worked through a lot of changes, and it's just, that's why this is a special place. And we honored some retirees, and so that's always tough, but yeah, it's just it is a whirlwind. It's kind of hurry up and wait, and then it's here, and then it's, you know, it's our last day for staff today. And they're kind of wrapping things up, but it was just so many highlights. I mean, so many amazing things. I think some of the things that we highlighted in the last loop with the Supt is just the growth and the proficiency that we're seeing in our students as far as the statewide assessment.
Those numbers are coming out, look really good.
It is, and a lot of improvement in a lot of different areas. We have looking forward to sharing that as we approach the fall and continue to grow in that regard. So that academic improvement is incredible to see, along with, you know, the social and emotional supports that we continue to provide for our kids and our families as well.
And I just, off the top, just remembered that night of the parade. We were really, it was just, everybody was so excited. It seemed like just, everybody always loves the Pirate Country Parade, but this year was, I don't know, we were just fired up after coming back into DO after the parade. People were really into it.
It's energizing, and I mean, it helps when you have a beautiful evening and great weather, and, and some excitement, and we have, you know, our fall teams were performing well, and so those all things kind of culminate in just some excitement and some momentum. And when it comes down to it, and Ms. Cross said this in her speech, this is truly a special community. And when you looked out at graduation and saw the crowd, number of people also in the theater, just seeing a community support our graduates, it's a great culmination of an amazing year.
Yeah, it was great. Okay, so the last thing we wanted to just touch on, and mostly just sending people to our website and also to your email. We are going to have our student-based health center open here at the high school during the summer, and we are going to be giving away food. We have our food stations set up at all the elementary schools. And you can get all the details on that on our website. Yeah,
our summer school program is actually age 0 to 18, actually. So you don't need to be, a student in our district.
Yes, anybody can
so
come.
Really appreciate the partnership with Sodexo, who lines that out. You can see the dates of those elementary schools. I really encourage you to participate in that. There'll be certain hours and take advantage of that opportunity for some good, nutritious food at breakfast and lunch every day, every weekday. So, which is fantastic. Our health clinic, which this is just a beautiful health clinic that we have, and we partner with La Clinica. It's our busiest one, and so we decided to keep this one open, and it has the most services. It just, when school is officially done for the summer, it doesn't mean services aren't provided. And so food service and healthcare, definitely important for our families. We know that, and we have some opportunities there. In addition to it, we have summer school that'll be happening in July, and if your student was invited to participate in that, we plan a 5-day summer school week with some fun activities and focus on literacy.
All right, cool stuff. Exciting as summer begins. Staff, like you said, last day today. Maintenance crew, just and IT, they have tons of stuff to do. DO still it slows down, but it's still kind of hopping.
Yeah, it really in the last few years when we've kind of run a robust summer school, it is, we have so many staff members that participate in it too.
Yeah,
we are very fortunate to be able to do that. We did get the summer learning grant, and sometimes that it impacts the way you can actually pull off those programs if you have staff or not. And we always have staff stepping up. And I know that's not the case in other districts. Just really appreciate our staff, really appreciate the organization of how that is created and formed and worked through with 4 weeks of pretty intense instruction.
All right, and that's in July.
That's in July, starts July 7th.
All right, well, I think we've come to an end. It worked out just right. We're going to the front of the back of the high school.
Pizza oven started? Or maybe he's curing it, but I see some smoke out of that. Stay tuned for pizza oven.
We need the pizza oven update. It's coming. It's over there. Mr. Ford's construction class.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be awesome. So maybe football games.
Yes.
And other, we got to figure out a way to do it. Okay, well, hey, thanks for doing this. This is the last loop at the soup. We won't be doing this again until beginning.
I'm glad this is kind of becoming a tradition and trying to get 7 or 8 of them in each year, and to kind of informally share all the good stuff that's happening.
All right, and thanks for doing it. Thanks for going on the little walk around Phoenix High. All right, until August probably, maybe early September, we are out of here. Thanks a lot for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.